What's going on? It's Ambition. Again, like I said last week, I've been trying to find time to make a video, and my prime time seems to be on the way back from the gym underneath this particular street light, because there it is, you know. But besides that, what I want to talk to you guys about this week is the fear of success. And I know that's a funny thing saying it. I thought it was funny when I first heard it, and I heard it from a guy. He practices in handwriting analysis, and he was talking about how the loop on the D, or on a lowercase d, represents a fear of success. I thought that was real interesting, because why would anybody fear success? And that's what's really interesting about that. Why would you fear success? And then I started searching my own life and self-analyzing, as I often do, and I figured it out. Quite often we fear success because we think we're going to leave people and things behind. And what I mean by that is, you have friends, you have family, and quite often success means leaving a place of comfort and moving into a very uncomfortable position. Just like the Moguls in Progress motto goes, sacrifice today's comfort for tomorrow's success. See, that's necessary. That's a requirement to be successful. It doesn't matter what you do, you can't escape that part, right? So now that I said that, I looked at my life a little deeper, and I was like, well, what's one thing that I had to sacrifice to become successful? And for me, I had to sacrifice some of the best friendships that I've ever had. See, when I first joined the military, it's a different light. You go through this training and you have to do things differently. It's almost like you become a new person, like I know in church, when you get baptized, you go under the water, you come up, it's like you're a new person in Christ. When you go through the military, you go through those 13 weeks in boot camp, you're just a new person altogether. Your focus might be a little different, and as you grow, your focus continues to change, and hopefully you change for the better and not for the worse. But I remember, the first 10 days, because they give you 10 days of leave right after boot camp, and I went back, and two of my best friends, man, Daryl and Darius, like, if anybody went to high school with me or knows me from when I was a teenager, like me, Daryl, Darius, Steven, Jamal, that was it. That was the clique, and but those two in particular, Daryl and Darius, they were like, my best friends. They was, the dudes that I could count on no matter what happened. And to this day, we still talk. But just to show you a representation of the discomfort and the comfort that I had to sacrifice within my friendships, was we were on the train on this 10 days of boot leave. And these were guys that I cut school with, that, if Daryl got in trouble, I got in trouble. If Daryl was fighting, I was fighting. If Darius said, yo, come over my crib, A is A, B is B, and I know I wasn't supposed to be there, I would probably get in trouble with my moms, I know I was still going. And it wasn't like, well, you listen to your friends over your moms. It was just like, he had my back in school, so it was what it was. You know how it is when you're young. No disrespect to my mom. Probably should have listened to her first, because she used to curse us all out like she was our mom. But that's how close we were. My mom was his mom, and his mom was my mom, and they had no problem correcting us as if we were their children. But to get on with it, we were on a train riding back from the city on my 10 days of boot leave. And I remember, Darius looked at me and said, man, you think you better than somebody now because you're in the military. And I didn't quite understand it, And, later on after that conversation, he came back and apologized and told me how proud of me he was. But at that moment, it kind of tore me. It's like, just those words, you think you better than somebody now because you in the military, you Mr. Big Shot and all that. But as I thought about it, I understood from his point of view, it was that, here's one of my best friends. He's leaving. He's gone. And that's what I was. I was gone. They sent me to Japan for 2 years. And, I probably saw those go. It's been 5 years now. And within the 5 years that I've been in the military, I could count. If I had two fingers, I could count on those two fingers the times that I've seen them since I've been in the military. Because it's just not what I have time for anymore. And that doesn't mean that they're not my friends. And it doesn't mean that we're not, you know, close anymore, but we're just different people and we're walking different roads. But that's the type of things that those are the type of things you're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice friendships. You're going to have to sacrifice relationships. You're going to have to sacrifice those comfortable things that got you through, you know, a certain point in your life. But believe it or not, it's those same things that are going to make you mediocre. Because either you're going to be the leader of your friends and they're going to grow with you, or they're going to hold you back. I'm not saying my two friends hold me back, man. I look back at both of them and I'm so proud of them, man. I like to think that, you know, me leaving and going off into the world was the catalyst for some of the things that they got going on. But honestly, it's not. It's just how people are. People grow. And Daryl now is you know, he's starting to get into professional fighting. He does Muay Thai. Darius started his own cleaning company. He got the logo with the business cards and everything. And me, I'm in the military, as well as I'm starting my own part-time business on the side. And it's just looking at it as, you know, had I stayed in Brooklyn, there's so many things that I wouldn't have learned. I would have never, you know, got to see Thailand and Japan and the Philippines. There's so many things that you miss out on, but you really just got to sacrifice some comfortable things, you know. You got to sacrifice, you know, being underneath mommy and daddy for a little while and not paying your own rent and not working for your own daily bread. These are things you got to sacrifice to be successful. And that's what I truly understand to be the fear of success. We fear being uncomfortable. But don't fear being uncomfortable. Fear being a failure. You know, fear of failure should deeply override your fear of success, and it should push you to be successful. But that doesn't mean that when you fail, you hold on to your failure. But that's a video for a whole nother time. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and hopefully this is something that you could take with you throughout the rest of the week. But don't fear success, fear failure. Moguls in progress. Sacrifice today's comfort for tomorrow's success. Don't forget to like this video, comment, tell me of ways you think I can improve, tell me of subjects that you'd like me to talk about. Go on my Facebook page, like my Facebook page, share this video and share my Facebook page with your friends. Like me at Twitter at ambition_MIP.